I'll begin with Mr. Thomas Pyle. Thomas Pyle is the president of the American Energy Alliance, where he develops the organization's free market positions. Before joining the private sector, he held numerous Capitol Hill positions, including staff director for the Congressional Western Caucus, which he now speaks in front of today. I want to thank him for participating in today's forum, and I look forward to hearing his thoughts on the value of market-driven solutions.
Thank you so much, Chairman Newhouse, Ranking Member Comer, Ranking Member Norman, and the members. The American Energy Alliance is one of the largest pro-consumer, pro-taxpayer, and free market grassroots organizations in the nation. And as mentioned, as a former director of the Western Caucus, I'm really honored to be here. As you've probably seen, there's a meme going around on the internet called "How It Started, How It's Going." And unfortunately for American families, just over 1 year into the Biden administration, just 1 year, it's not going so well. President Biden is presiding over the worst inflation in decades. As the chairman stated, over the last year, lumber prices have increased by 91%, heating oil by 61%, natural gas, WTI, and gasoline by over 50%, aluminum, Brent, and cotton by over 40%, and corn and wheat by nearly 20%. Much of this is due to what we at the Alliance call greenflation. That is, energy prices are increasing because investments in natural gas, oil, and coal are limited, even though these sources provide about 84% of today's energy. But just don't take my word for it. Isabel Schnabel, a member of the European Central Bank, said, quote, "As at present, renewable energy has not yet proven sufficiently scalable to meet rapidly rising demand. The combination of insufficient production capacity of renewables in the short run and subdued investments in fossil fuels mean that we risk facing the possibility of a protracted transition period during which the energy bills will be rising." So when green-minded European central bankers talk about renewables being unable to scale quickly enough, you know we have a problem. Since day one of his presidency a year ago, President Biden has fought against domestic natural gas, oil, and coal production. First, he canceled the Keystone Pipeline, giving thousands of union workers a pink slip. Since then, he's stalled production on federal lands. He's threatened gasoline marketers with FTC investigations. He's threatened new taxes on oil and gas, pipelines, carbon, and methane. He's urged financial regulators to clamp down on funding for conventional energy, and he's effectively cut off new supplies of oil from Alaska. Now, before Biden took office, the US became the world's #1 energy superpower. From 2010 through 2019, global total petroleum production increased by 12.1 million barrels a day. For the same time period, US production increased by 9.77 million barrels a day. In other words, the US alone covered 81% of the total increase in global production over those 10 years. And yet the Biden administration is working to restrain domestic production and thus helping to drive greenflation through the entire economy. At the same time, they've blocked new mining projects, as was mentioned, in Arizona, Nevada, Minnesota, making us dependent on China for the mined minerals necessary for what we at AEA call the forced energy transition. Biden's policies are designed to increase the price of energy. They're designed to drive greenflation. And that's exactly what we're getting. And that's a bad deal for American families. Thank you very much. Look forward to questions.